Just know, if you throw any dynamic discs, your mom doesn't really love you. So I sort of owe you guys an apology for being away for so long. The workload was much more than I thought over on the disc golf world, so if you missed my voice, go check my videos out over there. But if you missed the douchebag I am, I'm back, baby. Well, at least for this video. So I thought I would try to offend as many people as I could. You know, starting off right where I left off. I had fans submit their favorite disc golf driver over on X. So today, they'll be finding out what their driver says about them. If I was betting the first pick would be a realistic choice for their favorite driver, I would have lost. But the Maya is a solid pick, especially for those that need the understability for their arm speed. Wow, I hope the rest of this list is this reasonable. Of course one of you noodle arms had to say the Destroyer. I couldn't even get to the third disc before some idiot used every character Twitter allowed to tell me why this disc is the best. Which is weird because I do agree, but from the 250-foot smash he was flexing, I don't know why it was his. Also, he sent the clip, so that's fair game to roast. And just to save him, I won't post it on here. You're welcome. As a Cubs fan, I can't support the wave. Be like every other disc golfer and throw a Wraith. But then you'd have to worry about the Cheeto dust at the end of your fingertips. After about 3 months of bagging in this, every disc golfer becomes the biggest nerd, going on for hours about how this disc changed their game and will do the same to yours. They might be onto something, but I don't fall into the trap of one disc being the be-it-all disc for any player, which is why Pharaoh fans are a bit more sane for my liking. It might be a bit more flippy of a disc, but honestly, most people need it anyways. Plus, the guy who put me onto the Pharaoh could do a backflip, so I have to respect it. Kinda ironic that every am that bags a force is forcing the f*** out of it into their bag. Unless you're looking for a disc to fade harder than me watching Brandy Love, what are you doing? Probably flexing forehands harder than the first middle schooler who got an iPhone. It's like the same thing too, because now you have it, but you got no reason to use it. If you're a Discraft dick rider, go with something like a Hades. It'll give you that natural turn you're looking for, and for the slower arms, get some comeback, while the more experienced players can work long turnovers that go forever. I have some self-respect still, so I won't bag it, but you do you. I don't have an opinion on the Rive. Well, on how it flies at least, because there's no way in hell I'm buying a $25 disc just to learn it's a worse destroyer. Plus, then I would have to touch the garbage you call Royal Plastic. I don't know why this would be someone's favorite disc, because I can't see this disc being great for anything. Even the reviews on Infinite were telling me 7 other discs to do the same thing for half the price. Shit, I hate dynamic, but I would rather throw a Raider. At least then I would get a disc to give some flip and glide down the fairway, rather than something that will fly and crash. That's probably the nicest thing I've said about DD on this channel. See, I don't have to be a dick all the time. If you unironically bag the Boreum, you're a f***ing moron. Nah, I'm just playing, but you probably eat bananas with a peel on it, and I just can't mess with that. Be normal, and that's coming from me. A Cloudbreaker is every Discmania fan's favorite disc. Why? I'm not sure. Most of them still need to bag an Essence, maybe an FD if I was being nice. But if you can't throw a Cloudbreaker 400 feet, what the hell are you doing besides showing off to the local league that you can afford overpriced discs? Just remember, it costs the same to throw every disc into the first available. I have yet to see someone bag a Ballista that wasn't pro, so it might just be the best subscription service out there. Might have to cancel one of the OnlyFans I pay for to try it out. Wait, did you say it was Latitude Disc? You're lucky this time, Tina. Am I the only person that thought the Kong was cooler name than the Zeus? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've been missing out on so many jokes. Well, at least I call them jokes. Kind of like most people that think they're throwing the Zeus, when really they should be bagging a Mamba. Hey, no hate. I've been watching Swiss Cheese throw the Mamba into trees all over the country, so I know I could take a beating more than my dick, according to people in the comments section of Octane reviews, because I'm no dummy and haven't thrown it. But they've been saying they get 400 feet in the reg, which I'll take as noodle arms getting around 300 feet, so seems alright. I can never think of anything clever about MVP fans, because they're so irrelevant. Kind of like people who throw the Sidewinder. I'm assuming that's because the disc is thrown by the OG disc golfers, or in other words, old people. Anyone playing now knows to stay the f*** away from that shit. Exactly like the Trespass, the slow arms destroyer. Never, and I repeat, never in your life should you steep low enough to bagging a Trespass. And if you see a friend slipping, call their family, Get them help. Something is extremely wrong in their life that they can't ask for help for, but are dropping subtle hints. This being the worst. Please just help them, or you might lose a loved one. So the Queen is a disc that people throw. I understand as a disc golfer, it can get lonely, but never stoop to the level of buying a disc with a girl on it as a wife. That's a new low. Well, second, because, and this is going to sound weird, but I guess that's disc golf. I know of one person who's jerked it to a Queen tournament stamped disc. Yeah, moving on. The D2 Air is a weird disc. Boom, roasted. I can't tell who named the Yeet. A 12-year-old hyped up after his third Mountain Dew, or a 40-year-old who still posts his Fortnite wins on a Snapchat story. Either way, you always know when someone's throwing this thing, as it's typically followed up with a screeching Yeet call. I think the average mentality of Yeet throwers are around 13, and that's pre-balls dropping. I have yet to see someone throw a Zenith in person. I imagine someone in army boots tucked into some trendy khaki pants and some fake glasses as the main people who throw this. Don't know why, but that's my vision. And if it's not that, I'm going to be really upset. If you bag any gateway that isn't a putter, I'm going to assume two things. You're getting paid, which, get the bag, son, or you smoke so much weed you convince yourself they have good discs. Think back to a gateway driver that is better than any other disc on the market. Actually, I'll save your brain the trouble of trying to think. There isn't one. Every person that tells me to throw the Grace shouldn't be throwing the Grace. Homies back home. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I always wondered why so many people bagged this disc and were constantly telling me to get one. Until I saw Tatar's name on it. These are the vibes you guys are giving off. Give me some chill, guys. Damn. People throwing the jet might hit every tree like a pinball game, but they will have the most gas on the course, and that's on Disc Golf Jesus. Unlike Gateway, these people get so high, they can explain the secrets behind the disc and open up even my stubborn ass.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I hate to say it, but Enigma throwers are low-key kind of smart. They understand they have a slower arm, and instead of being a dumb idiot face throwing a destroyer bad, they bag a disc that is described as a stable destroyer. Now I gotta be honest, I feel most of these people did it by accident, but now that I gave you the line, you better use it to make yourself sound smarter. Some of you need that too. I mean, there's people seriously commenting on my stuff that their favorite disc is the Panic, and they don't think I'm gonna make fun of them. Like, what the hell? I'm just playing. Only because the Wi-Fi at this Panera is dog shit, and I don't want to look up what a Panic is. Thrasher throwers try so hard to fit in and appear cool, but when your go-to is this, you're not off to a good start. It's like the middle school kid who wore all highlighter. Sure, people talk about you, but that doesn't mean they like you. But I will say when they need you the most, they always have your back. People that go Scorpius over Destroyer still masturbate to magazines. And before you comment the Destroyer's older, the Scorpius mold is the old Destroyer mold. So get off my dick. You probably bag a Sheriff with that energy, which is probably the worst named disc ever. At least top 10, which is a video that maybe one day I'll make. But how can you be playing disc golf and be narking? That ain't cool. Someone used to always comment about the strike, and I always felt bad because I don't really have an opinion about it. It's like the most white bread disc ever. Most people that throw it shouldn't, making it even weirder to judge in my eyes. But it does have the same numbers as the Groove, which makes no sense to me. Groove fans are easy to pin down because they're actually crazy enough to play disc golf every single day until Innova bestows them a Halo Groove. I know, sounds crazy, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out on the Disc Golf World channel and on his YouTube over at Disc Golf Jesus. Finally, someone with a brain commented, literally the single best driver in disc golf, the Clash Discs Wild Honey. People that love this disc get all the bitches, have a huge dick, lots of money. So what I'm saying is, you should get one of this right now if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? There's no reason to watch the video. That's it. The best disc there ever is. You just learned it. Ah, shit. I guess I have more discs to talk about. People that bag the Freedom only do it to match the American flag waving off the back of their lifted truck. Turn throwers call Ketchup spicy and think ranch makes everything better. They might be wrong on that, but at least their disc choice is probably right for them, which I gotta respect. But I swear, if you put ranch in your pizza, I'm out. Disc golfers who love the Xcal exclusively throw forehands and must have been at least a green belt in karate, with the way they be chopping down on it. Might as well call him Daniel LaRusso. Kinda like Vanilla Ice, there's no reason to be playing with the Clash Discs Vanilla. That's not even true. I just chuckled when I said it in my head and wanted to keep it in. I know most of you only got the Colossus because you thought it meant it would go far. Admit it. Look at you making a good decision bagging an Emperor. Another old destroyer mold, so if that's why you liked the feel, maybe you weren't as smart as I thought. Katana Thrower's favorite Ninja Turtle is Leonardo, and I just can't respect that. Well, that's what some of your favorite discs say about you. If you want to see a part 2, get this video to 500 likes. I have to set crazy goals now because you guys have been absolutely the best and kill it every time. Sorry it's been so long, but I've finally gotten used to road life and work, so videos will hopefully be back more consistently. So if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel. Oh, and if you want to know what the hell you shouldn't do as a disc golfer, check out the video right here.